Okay, today we're going to be looking at the 4 elemental mechs from the January and March Ninjago waves from 2024. First, we're going to be looking at the Sora mech, as this is the cheapest, at least here in Australia, at $35. I know this and the other 2 mechs are $20 US, but obviously I'm in Australia, so that's the price I paid for these. But, well, I did pay $29 for this one, because this one came out a bit cheaper for $29. We'll just start with the arms here. Arms are really nice. There's a place to store a katana on each side. There's these sea-bound blades that can be posed all about. Then, like pretty much all these, except, actually no, just this and the Kai mech actually, have the sort of newer mech fingers. Sora's weapon is this sort of, I'm not actually sure what you would call this, but this sort of like big claw weapon, which is probably one of the better weapons for these mechs. Let me just get it down so I can show you better, because you can actually sort of easily swoosh it around and like slash things, because these mechs don't have articulated hands, so this is actually one of the better weapons. Oh, then on the other hand here we have this sword that's just connected by a Technic pin that has this spinning blade, and that's really nice. And the cockpit is just, it has Sora, the symbol they all have. It doesn't look too great from the back, but it's alright. There's all of these have the same waist joint as well, which is really nice. And there's these new armor pieces that are sort of meant to be like a skirt. Then the mech legs on this one are a lot sort of more thinner than all the other mechs. So I guess the Lloyd mechs also got pretty thin legs, but these are more streamlined than the Lloyd mech, and I guess this Sora's mech is meant to be more speedy than the others. But yeah, this one's really nice. This set also does come with a side build. The only, well, besides the Kai mech, is the only one that actually has side build. So you get one of these wolf warriors with this backpack and the claws on this tree, and that's a really nice inclusion, especially since this is the cheapest one, and besides the Kai mech, this is the only one to do that. Alright, now we're on to the Cole mech, which I'm really disappointed to say this, but I think this might actually be the worst one of these mechs, to be honest, which, unlike the Sora mech, and also kind of the other mechs, Cole's weapon is a hammer, and since there's no hand articulation, it's really hard to actually get like a good slamming motion. Like, you can sort of, if you're fighting against other mechs, it's alright. You can't like hit the ground unless you do it like that. It's not like terrible, I just don't think it's too great. But also, these arms, I do really like the design of these arms, because you have like the lava hands, and the fingers are also really nice. But you see here, this is jutting out a little bit. You can see the studs there, which if I get another mech, I've just got Sora's mech here. Yeah, but if you connect Cole's arm to another one, it's still got decent posability. But compared to all the other mechs, because they don't have the jutting out ball joint, it just came apart. Yeah, that's the first time I've had any of these break me. Yeah, but it looks really cool, but it's just not. Well, you can have, there is the waist articulation, so you can still get good punches in, but it's just a bit rough. Okay, yeah, I don't think the Cole mech is bad necessarily. It's just the legs are cool, but they're also unique, but not the greatest to play. They're fine. Oh yeah, this one is what? This is like the Lloyd mech, 40 AUD, and I think for 35. I got this for 35. It came up. You also do get I don't know why the lighting's being funky like that, but you do get a wolf mask warrior with one of these swords, which is really nice. This is also the only set to come with Mech Cole, because all of these mech suits, except for Nia and Lloyd, only come in one set. I guess also Kai and Nia do have the gimmick sets, but they're different hoods. But I guess I'll quickly talk about the Cole minifigure. These mech suits are really nice. I do like these new hoods. They're very similar to the 2015 Deepstone hoods here, just in the way they're designed, except obviously these ones are a bit more dated, I guess, and these newer ones are a bit sharper, which I don't know. I think I like the newer one just a bit better. Oh, this color one, some mask color, maybe something. I think maybe also if there was some of the top color on the bottom as well, that would help. But nice hoods, nice new minifigures. I think we'll move on to the next mech now. Okay, we're now on to the last of the January mechs, the Kai Elemental Mech. Okay, which this Kai mech is the most expensive of these, being 60 Australian dollars. It also does come with this Wolf Warrior mech, which is really nice. It's, you know, this long and lanky mech with these claws on the hands and the feet and this tail, but I don't know if including this mech, and also this one is a lot beefier. If I'd bring in the Sora mech, especially and arms, especially the legs, like these, also even the feet, even these, it just feels a lot beefier, and also, I guess not taller. The Sora mechs are about the same height, I guess. The Sora mechs is a little bit taller because of how long the legs are. But yeah, this one, $60. I don't think the price is justified. I got this for, it came up for $45, which, I maybe $40 for this one. Because it's the same as, oh, actually no, I forgot the other ones are $40 retail. Okay, so $45 is actually probably what it should be, but maybe discounted to $40 or something. But alright, enough about prices. The mech, this is probably one, I don't know if this might be the best one, honestly, because you got a sword, you got this nice beefy sword, and you've got the like lightning effects from last year's wave, but in orange, trimmed orange to be fire. You also have this shoulder pad, so you can get more movement out of the arms. That knocked Kai off his seat, but here's the Kai minifigure. Again, he's pretty much the same as Cole, except obviously in red, but I think, yeah, Cole and Zane, they don't use a secondary color for their legs. And the same, and the other arms the same, but mirrored. Then, yeah, the backs are the same. There is, I think I forgot to mention on Cole's, there is one of these on one of the legs, but that's supposed to hold the katanas. And, oh yeah, you can move these out here. You can see how exposed those knees are, but you can take them off and they're really nice. And these feet are also really good. And unlike the Cole one, I think, because of how big this sword is, you can get really nice slashing motion on this. And of course you can move it side to side in the hand as well. So this one, I think the swords just work a lot better than the hammer. Even though the hammer's not bad, I think the swords just, especially this one, you can just get it. And of course there's the waist movement as well, so you can do a full spin and a full slash, but Kai's not, he's falling out of his thing. It's probably because I'm recording. My arms are extended out as well. You know, it's just harder to move it about while I'm looking at the camera. So yeah, but honestly, really nice mech. Besides the side build, this one does also come with extra figures. There is one of these, the sword for the pilot in the mech. But you also get Zane, which is fully exclusive to this set. The Kai figure is, but it's really just the hood. But the Zane figure's really nice. He does have the shoulder pad, which, well, not all of them have, only the ones that are out of mechs have it. But you also get Jordana in this set as well, one of the generals. She has two facial expressions, which are really nice, and just a pretty simplistic, well, like, I know it's not simplistic, but nice back printing, and this sword, which is cool. I do think this probably is the best mech of this set. I do think maybe it could have used some more of this yellowish orange, so it's not all red, but even then, this is probably the best built one. I don't think the price being like $20 more is justified, really, when obviously this is the bigger and there is the other mech, but this functionally works the same as the others, except just being a slight bit bigger and has the other mech, obviously, but yeah. Alright, now on to the final mech. We have the Lloyd Elemental mech, which this, I do like this one. It's just very weird, because this is the only one that came out in March, but it's also samurai themed, which honestly I kind of like. the helmet on this is just attached by battle droid arms, and you can pose it around. It's got these horns, which are really nice. You know, if they do end up doing more of these mechs in this style, I hope we get more with helmets, because these are really nice. He also has the same lightning effects as Kai, but also, besides just the samurai theme, he has dark red in the mecha bit, which is not a Lloyd color, but we'll just take a quick look at the figure, which is pretty much just identical to all the others, except obviously in Lloyd's green, which, really cool figure. I do like these Mechsters, and I haven't shown them without the Dragon Eye face print. You can obviously do both, and I just prefer the Dragon Eye face print. It just looks nicer on these mechs. It's more mechanical, I guess. Yeah, and this one also comes with two accessories, like the Sora mech, a bigger katana, and this sort of more smaller katana. This one also has weapon storage on the waist here, which that's really nice because it's like sheathed in like how a samurai would have a katana. So that's pretty cool. Now the legs on this one also really weird because the feet are attached like that, so you can sort of get this. You can actually get this one. If I show you, you can actually get this one into like a kneeling position, which is neat. The others can't really do that because they don't have knees or anything, but it's weird, but it's something you can do. You can get some nice weird articulation with those types of feet, which is really weird and nice. I think I like how these feet are done because it allows for more customization. I'm also talking about these with the other ones, because I don't think I've really mentioned. Actually, I have. Obviously, these can separate, and you can just take that off and pop on a different top, and the arms, which we'll talk about that in a second. I do think this one is really neat. It does come with two other figures, being Nia here, which is really nice. I think, yeah, Nia and Lloyd, these are the only two that aren't exclusive to the mechs, because Nia and Lloyd came out in the Eagle the Master Dragon. This set also includes Cinder here with a sword very similar to Jordana's sword, but he has a black tooth down there, which that's a neat variation, so they don't have the exact same weapon. He just has the same everything as Jordan except the face and hair. He has this really cool alternate expression here where he's all covered in smoke, if that will focus, and that's really cool. I know this isn't too relevant in the video, but this is the Cinder I actually got in the set. I actually got a misprint, if you can see there. So you can see it's cut so the face isn't like doing the full scream. That's weird. It sucks to have misprints like that. Okay, yeah, but overall, this one's a nice mech. It's also very weird because it came out on the March Wave and samurai themed and has just duplicate figures from Eagle. I think it's a nice set. I think let's just move on to the main gimmick of these four sets, the combining. Now that we've gone over all these four, the main gimmick I've shown here is the combining. So what you can do is you can take all the weapons, which all use this Technic thingy here. Then you can just rip the arms off and the torso, and you're left with this. So what you can do with this is you can rip off. Okay, alright, let me fix that. Okay, we are back after this mishap. Again, I will say, these things are pretty structurally well. It's obviously, I'm just recording behind a camera. I'm not being as careful as I would usually be with these, but I guess maybe if you could, you might play with these a bit harder, I guess. But yeah, you can sort of combine them like that. Get a nice foot motion with that one. Let's just rip off a Sora arm here. Attach that one there. You can rip that hand off, and let's put the hammer in this one. Just do it like that. Let's just grab the guy one, and boom, we have a combined mech, which obviously this one doesn't look great. A lot of these don't. You can make some combinations that look really nice, but obviously I just threw this together just then, and yeah, let me actually make some nice looking combinations and show you. Okay, here's this Sora one with the hammer and a sword that I think looks pretty. Again, obviously the colors aren't matching too well. Oh, this is fun, and got the little power effects there, really nice. Okay, here's a combo I actually think looks pretty nice. Again, obviously there is mishmashed colors, but I like how the gold on this one sort of combines with the Sora. The gold sort of You can see, there's gold on here and gold on here, and that looks nice. There we go. But yeah, this one looks like a very heavily armored samurai, this one. Again, there's mishmash arms. Yeah, I can switch this just with the columns, just if you don't want the asymmetric look, I guess. But yeah, I actually do like this combo. I think actually this one does look nice. The asymmetric also looks nice, but this is probably one of the better combos. You can, mess around with these. I could probably mess around with these more and make some cool combos, but I think you guys get the point. But I don't know, let's just go over to overall thoughts. I think these mechs are really cool. You can get a lot of play out of them, really, with all these. You can combine them. There's also the different weapons as well. You can just plug in and mess around with. I think it's really fun. I know for older collectors like myself, we might not be as interested in these because obviously these are more about play instead of display, which is what obviously older collectors want. I do like these though. There's cool little things and they're just really nice. Yeah, I do think some of the prices, like most LEGO these days, is a bit too much. I think besides the Kamek, the other three are alright. As I said, I got them. I came out the Sora one for 25 and the Cole one for 29. The Lloyd one is also weird because it wasn't at Camo, I got it at Target for 35, which still is, that's 500 retail, and that's still pretty good, but the Kai one, 60 is not great. 45 at Kmart is good, and I think the other three's retail price of 40, 40, and 35 isn't also bad, but not great, but overall pretty good lineup of sets, I think, and yeah, that's really all I have to say, I guess. But also, you can, you can have them all over my floor now, but yeah, they're fun to play with and mess around with. I think they're cool LEGO sets, and that's all. Playing creativity, that's what LEGO's about, and I think these mechs and this system really embody that and all that, and that's cool. I hope maybe we can get more of these and more unique arms and legs for this system. Maybe we won't. Who knows, you can even make your own. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you want to make legs that are like four-legged spider legs that go with this system or something. I don't know. It's a cool system. I hope they expand on this, but that is pretty much all I have to say. I do like these sets. The price is just not amazing on most of them. Well, mostly the comic, but yeah.